It's the High Heel Tea Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Where we speak on real topics that'll make you laugh. Looking good, smelling good, that's a boss chick. Yeah. 6-inch heel, show you how to walk slick. Hey. High Heel Tea with Crystal Lee and Ree Podcast. Hey. High Heel Tea with Crystal Lee and Ree Podcast. Hey. High Heel Tea with Crystal Lee and Ree Podcast. Hey. And it's the podcast, and it's the High Heel.
What's the deal, words? Your boy Stringz EMB, and I am here on the High Heels and Tea Podcast with Crystal and Ree. Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to the High Heels and Tea Podcast. I'm Crystal Lee.
This is Rihanna.
And y'all, today we are joined by Stringz EMB.
Appreciate y'all for having me.
So what does EMB
Stand for?
Yes, that's what.
Okay. So the E and EM just stands for easy money. Because whatever you do over and over again, it doesn't necessarily become easy, but you become stronger at it. So it's just easy money, second nature. And the B is for bloodline, because I started the music with my cousin. So easy money, bloodline.
How old was y'all when y'all came up with that?
Ah, look at you.
That sounds like good stuff.
Right. No, it was about 2014 actually. Well, so 2014 is when I started music, so it would probably date to maybe 2013 at the oldest.
Okay. So before we jump into the episode, for the listeners, the watchers, the ones that are not aware of who you are,
Sure.
can you share a real quick background on yourself?
Absolutely. So my birth name is Greg Bowdry. Like from the core, I'm just a father, a man of God, of course, and a husband. I got into music. I've been singing probably since I was, not probably, but I've been singing since I was a baby. My very first performance dated me back to kindergarten. I sung Lean on Me for our kindergarten graduation. I guess I have to give that credit to my older cousin, Gerald Carr. He was a singer, still is a singer of the family. Him and actually have a famous cousin who was just inducted into the Memphis Hall of Fame for blues singing, James Carr.
Wow.
So it's literally in our family.
Yes.
But that was my very first
The
performance.
bloodline.
That B was serious.
Right, that B, real shit.
Big B,
can
make a
I-
long B.
Can I
Big
curse?
dog.
Yes.
All right, well,
That's
yeah,
not
real shit.
Yes.
Standing on business, big dog.
Yeah,
Big
for
B,
real.
not the little B.
For real.
Okay.
And really, no, and that's what it really has been for my entire life. I didn't really, I can't say that I grew up in church singing, but obviously my family, we were Baptist by nature, so Christianity was there. But as far as like singing, I was that shower singer, that hallway singer. We in the grocery store, I'm singing loud. You ask my wife, my children. But in 2014, I worked at a place called AT&T Yellow Pages where I sold advertising. I was really good. 1 month, I had made like a lot of money. They ended up firing me. They said that it was because I was using their equipment for personal use, basically calling my wife. But just because I made a lot, they didn't want to pay me out type shit. Life for me stopped just for a moment. Because obviously not bringing in any more money, I was okay for a minute because of the money that I made. But after a while, shit gets heavy.
Yeah.
And I fell into depression. I had just had my daughter, had my son already, and we were married. And so beautiful things were blossoming around me, but at the same time, I couldn't see none of it because I was so heavy.
Wasn't in a good space.
Right. And the only thing at that time I got really, really prayerful and asked God what was out there for me. What is it that I can do to that I can put 100% in, even though I didn't get paid? And it was singing. Singing instantly came to mind. So it started with karaoke singing. I actually just told this story last night. But I remember my younger brother and my wife getting on my head because at that time we lived in Maryland Heights. They had bad plates on my Grand Prix. They didn't want me to go out, but I was like, I need this. Like, I literally need this. Yeah, or I can't breathe. Y'all ain't gonna like what comes after this if you don't allow me to do it. So I was like, forget it. I left, sung, did my karaoke thing, and then just basically from there just started diving into music. And I've been able to breathe and elevate and haven't looked back since.
That's
So
awesome.
dope, man.
I'm sorry for talking so much. I talk a lot, yeah.
That's
better let us know
you better get on down.
Right, real shit.
That's why we got you here today.
Yeah.
So, for sure.
That's so
Yeah.
dope. So before we jump into what's on the side of me, I want to kind of dig a little bit more into singing.
What you got on the side of you, like to say?
What's on the side of me is the Sauce.
Hey, right.
The
Turn
name
up. Turn up.
episode is brought to you by.
Right. Listen.
But no, so you said you were always singing, right, in the shower, etc. At what point did you transition it to the stage, and how was that transition?
So that was probably one of the scariest things ever, but it goes back to 2014. So I'm a person who I'm not really fearful of anything. I've been skydiving. My son and I went bungee jumping. So I'm all about going hard and go home. So when I say that I'm gonna do something, I'm going all in.
Yeah.
So at the moment that I said I was gonna do the music, like really, like the next week, I wrote my very first song. It's called Time. After I wrote that, went into the studio, we produced it, and my engineer dropped the guitar on it, and I got chills through my entire body. I'm like, yeah, this that feeling. I'm not going away from this feeling ever. So I did that. From that song, I ended up actually writing the full mixtape. From the full mixtape, I ended up having my very first show was at the top of January 2015 down at the Foo Bar, and I did my entire mixtape. And my main focus was just to make sure that I don't forget any of my words.
Oh man.
So being as nervous as I was, I got heavily influenced by God's spinach. But
I got some of that for free today.
right. See, look, there you go.
Spinach.
Yeah, for sure.
like,
God spinach. But and then
Smoke
that speaks
meat
back
in
to how look at you, right? You can't do it. You can't do it if you ain't got no smoke meat in.
She up here putting turkey tails in her spinach.
Right. You sound like my daddy. Like my daddy, gotta have a little hot sauce with it too.
Yes.
But no, that just me doing the music wise, my mixtape, I was so afraid of like jumping in, but I still did it. My mixtape was called A Dose of Me because I was thinking like I'm gonna dive into this thing, but I'm only gonna give y'all a dose of me. If y'all don't appreciate it, then maybe I may backtrack. Yeah, but they dug it, so I dived in even more. But that was probably that very first feeling was doing that show.
You ain't forget no word.
I didn't forget any words, and that was my main thing was because it was 10 songs.
Yeah.
I literally did 10 songs from start to finish, and some of those songs had already been out. So some of my cousins who mainly my cousins filled the room, and then it was strangers. The strangers are the ones that they pull you forward first because your cousin's gonna show you love, especially on the very first.
You gonna be looking at that one table
like who is that? A girl from the back, and I know who it is because later she became my one of my background singers in Peru. She was like, "You better go ahead." I was like, "I don't remember that. But I don't know that voice. Maybe I am doing this. Maybe we are. Yeah, maybe we do got something." And
maybe you are David Ruffin.
Right. For real.
Go, David.
Okay.
I was gonna ask you, but I feel like you just explained that. I was gonna say, what's one of your most memorable moments in music? But I feel like that was a space.
Easy. That was definitely one of them. Yeah, for sure. Because you never really forget that first, no matter what it is. And that first, her pulling me, because like I said, and the entire event, I'm just so fearful and just trying to get through it. But at the same time, I got somebody pulling me while I'm trying to go that way. Oh, let's go then. So, you're not ever gonna forget that.
So kind of similar to what I mentioned with Mookie. Saw his songs, saw him perform at the City Winery.
Yeah, and shout out to my bro Mookie.
And
every time for sure.
And beautiful voice, beautiful everything. It was just really, really, really dope. I have two things out of my mind. I'm gonna try to stay here.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me not let the ADHD.
Look at you.
I've been doing good asking one question, not two. But beautiful voice. A couple of things. When I left, I instantly played Sean Kingston.
For sure. Yeah.
Suicidal, and then I also listened to your song. That's why. What is the title? That's why I can't seem to get enough. You. You was just called you. Oh man, beautiful. I was gonna hit him because Mookie trained me a little
like this.
He trained me. I know how to sing now. I know how to sing.
That boy show is good. That boy good.
But no. Beautiful song. What inspired that song?
So yeah, that's an easy one. My wife.
Okay.
Really.
I heard you say that to the because this was one chick. She just swore up and down. He was singing to him.
Right.
That wasn't your but he made it for you. You was like this one. Dedicated to more. And then so the whole table looking at the girl. The whole table looking at her like
that ain't his wife.
Hey, right.
You thought he was singing to you, huh?
Hilarious.
And it was beautiful. I love that. I think it's really honorable, number one. And it should be just normal, but it's so honorable how you are, your dedication.
It's all good. It's all
just
good.
send me these songs so I can prepare myself prior to so I can feel the warmth.
I should.
For his wife that you're saying right now.
So he could share more details to the soul, but what I'm saying, like overall, like he's just like really dope. His wife was at the show. He shouted her out. He sung the song, and it was just dope. I was like, Wow, I noticed he had a ring on too the whole time because, like, you hear a lot when it comes to the industry, music industry specifically, rappers, etc. A lot of times, they can't even talk to that. Now it's a little bit more okay, did not, but especially before. It's like you're no longer a sex symbol if you are in a relationship or if you are married. But
meanwhile, the girl at the table was like, I'm here.
She could have sworn he was singing to her. He was like,
yeah. So look,
dedicated. I see you, baby. And I was at the table with the girl.
Like, the girl out like this.
I was like, sit down, sit down. Funny. But to that song, that beautiful song, being inspired by your wife, like what? Talk more to that for me.
Yeah, absolutely. So my entire just being is about God, love, and just life. So I got some ratchet songs, but when I'm choosing that direction to talk into love, it's easy because all I really do is just think back to my days. I don't really like create a lot of writings out of thin air. So it was just really honestly just me speaking about how I felt when I first saw her, how I feel right now as we're building and where we're going. Really.
Be peeing her, I'll be like, guess what?
Right, real shit.
Love you. You hear that, baby?
Look at you.
That's dope. That's dope.
Baby, this song's dedicated to you.
It's for you.
I've seen it all the time.
Only you.
All the time. Beautiful song.
He be talking to me.
He let you be know. How long have you been married?
We've been married, so this December will be 11 years.
Hey,
we've been together.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats. Congrats. That's so awesome. Let's get into the sauce.
Sauce.
All right. So we got this sauce.
We got some
monster sauce with some fruits on it. It's mild. Let's talk about this. This is a new venture for you.
Yes. So it's actually my latest. Yeah, hers is the OG.
You're not getting
and yours is the monster.
Unless you're getting the spicy barbecue. I want some spicy sauce.
Okay.
Y'all silly. The slogan is a chaotically controlled concoction of spicy peppers and tropical fruit. Chaotically controlled, baby. So I've always been a hot sauce head. Shout out to my pops. So when you really like hot sauce, you continue to look for the hotter, the tastier. At a point, I couldn't find that anymore. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to create my own. So I created a sauce that we actually use in our crib for a long time. And it was so spicy that we used to use it like to clean our sinuses. Like,
wow, yeah. Those gonna start running.
Right, get it all out of there. So that's how we used to use it. But then I had a show maybe like 2 or 3 years ago in St. Peter's. And I was trying to think of what else can I put out here as far as merch. And I was like, you know what? I'm just bottle up my sauce. I bottled up my sauce. It was good, but it was like stupid spicy. But all the bottles sold, which was okay because I was thinking like when people come out to your shows, they usually support, so obviously it's gonna be gone. But what surprised me is that I got a call 2 days later. It was like, "You got any more of that sauce?"
Wow.
Wait a minute, what I do? And I made some more, and I got it to him, and then I had him take a picture of kissing the bottle. I created the Instagram page and just started. I'm really, really good at promoting like something that I believe in. Started promote, and it just took off from there. So I have a clothing brand that I push my music, and this Easy is the one that just
went through.
Yeah,
and it says that it's vegan and gluten free as well. So that's definitely dope.
Why? What mine say vegan?
At the
on the other side. I'm like, is it vegan?
Look, I just gonna do you like that right quick.
No, I was gonna say the mouth must not be vegan.
No, she lied.
I was gonna say the mouth.
Right, she let me move over here. No.
I was trying to say this is foul, and maybe this one now vegan, but the spicy. Okay, real quick. Why I got fruits on here?
So that's my that's probably the secret not ingredient, but the secret blend. So so for me, of course, I'll tell you that this is it really is spicy. Yours is spicier than hers.
I'm excited.
But it's next level spice, but the flavors are there.
Okay.
But what makes it the most unique is my fruit blend. Like if you've been to Caribbean, it'll taste familiar. Because it's like a Caribbean style, but I didn't like look up any recipes. It was literally me just going in and just putting the flavors together that I appreciate, and that's why I was so surprised that it worked. And it's there.
You gonna make a song about it?
Absolutely. And what's funny is that when I went on Fox 2, and the lady who had some before, she said the same thing.
No, he gonna be sitting there like, now this song is dedicated to my sauce. Nigga got sauce. He got white out.
Right.
Can I get a
For
sauce?
real.
Like,
Don't do a freestyle about this sauce. Tell us about it.
what would you say?
Am I freestyling about the sauce?
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all can put me on the spot. Okay, so what we gonna say?
Hey, don't freestyle about this sauce.
Make her rap there. Yeah, make her rap. Yeah, you gonna put him on the spot.
I can do the beat. I can do the beat.
All right, for sure. You gonna do the beat for me?
Yeah, I can do the beat.
I'm gonna be the video vixen.
All right, you do the beat, and I'm a freestyle about the sauce.
Yeah.
You want a slow beat or a fast beat?
Give me a slow beat. I like to think slow.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Now she gonna get some bass in it.
Whether you got some chicken or you got some fish, this here should be on your dish. Monster sauce. It's the best in the land. You ask them, ask her, ask me, man, because I created. It's delicious, spicy, fishes, nutritious, delicious. I said that already, but this is my shit. Hey. Turn up. Turn up.
Yeah, you know, I used to be a video I got that lifestyle love, you know.
For sure.
You know, I done bust out a couple of the rolling. It don't roll like it used to, but I'm rolling.
Suck it.
Y'all wild. Y'all wild for real.
Oh my God, that was dope. That was dope.
Oh, that was fun. I'm sweating.
Yeah, we all are. Man. So before we end this episode, what do you have coming up next?
Yeah, actually I have some really, really fun things. So depending on dates, I have the the soccer game coming up. STL City SC Soccer. I'll be performing at the block party. And then in October, probably the biggest performance so far of my musical career. I'll be performing at what's called the Freedom Awards. It's down in Memphis, Tennessee. They're honoring Spike Lee legend. MC Light is hosting, and Deborah Cox is also performing. So I am really, really looking forward to the opportunity to perform, but then more importantly to network before and after to hopefully.
You know your cousin's gonna be down there.
Right, for sure. You already know.
Cousin's gonna be in front.
Right. Singing everything.
Big.
Right, exactly.
You're gonna have an MC table.
Right.
So what's your clothing line? So do you? Is that something that you promote?
So yeah, I do. So my clothing line is it's called Io Sono. It's Italian for I am, which is the most powerful statement in our vocabulary because whatever we say after I am becomes our truth. So it just it symbolizes just self individuality and
that's
yeah, I like that. EMB.
Yeah, for sure.
So like that.
Yeah. We gotta do this.
That's it's a thing.
Oh, you guys. Yeah.
Is that what the Cuzzo did? That's the Cuzzo thing? What's this?
This the thing.
Oh, yeah, Cuzzo. We Cuzzos. We all Cuzzos now.
For sure.
We all Cuzzos now.
We cousins now. Right.
This
is the thumbnail.
This is we take our pictures. That's how we gonna do it.
Right.
Okay.
EMB for
So
life.
we'll be singing in the showers. Where can the listeners, the viewers find you and tap into everything? Music, sauce, clothing.
Yes, ma'am. So Stringz EMB on everything is STRINGZ EMB. My website is stringsemb.com. Social media, Instagram, Stringz EMB. Facebook, it just has a space between Stringz and EMB. But a bunch of content on YouTube, videos, all that good stuff. High quality videos also. So if you appreciate the music, you'll love the videos. And come out to a show, you'll fall in love, I promise.
Yeah, your video's so dramatic. It's like...
Right. For real, you got to give it to him.
That's slow.
The whole thing slow motion. Hey,
Yeah.
she wild. Hey, you funny.
I love it, dog.
No, that's love. That's love for you to sing.
Like,
I know it's slow because I've been trying to sing it. I'm just like,
how you singing that? No. Hey, that's hilarious.
His backup singers in the back like.
Right. Everybody moving in slow motion. For real.
But the video, to that point, I know we're about to end this episode. To that point, the visual is dope because everything is like moving. But the woman, you sitting there, I was like, this is dope. I love this. So everything you're doing is really dope.
Yes.
Very, very amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Very, very amazing. So Thank you again for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
And thank
Can
you.
I hug you on air?
Of course. And thank you again for listening to the High Heels and Tea podcast. Of course.